Most everybody knows that the Old Spanish Trail was a road from the west coast to the east coast. It came through here probably in the 1600s. I'm not sure exactly the years. But when the railroad barons decided they were going to put a railroad through here, they followed the Old Spanish Trail. You'll see signs out on Highway 90 different places that mentions the Old Spanish Trail. But when we look at the old maps, one we've consulted today in 1917, the Old Spanish Trail went down Baldwin Avenue through the middle of Funiac. You'd have to go back and look, with ox carts and horses and foot travel. They put the trail through here on some of the highest ridges and on elevations where they weren't going through the middle swamps and stuff. So the Old Spanish Trail probably was one of the best paths through the region. Then the railroad, when they wanted to build it, they had to have access to where they were laying the track and putting the rail bed and everything. What I understand, it was just easier to follow the path of the Old Spanish Trail. Following the Old Spanish Trail, we always think that Highway 90's been there forever, but apparently probably in the late 1800s, maybe even early 1900s, what we know is US 90 wasn't there. Right through the middle of the Funiac, Baldwin Avenue, which is one of the main streets through town, it actually went down the railroad. And when we look at some of these old maps, the Old Spanish Trail shows it followed Baldwin, coming into the Funiac on one end and going out the other. Well, when DOT put in the road, roads needed to go somewhere. They needed to go by stores and houses and homes. And Highway 90 left the original path of the Old Spanish Trail. When you get out to Argyle, it goes north with County Road 10A. We call that Old Highway 90, and it comes out in Ponce de Leon. But you'll see where the old Highway 90 deviated from what the present Highway 90 is now. At Argyle, Highway 90 didn't go east to Ponce de Leon. It went meandered through the woods to the north, along some of the ridges up there. Where Highway 90 is now is relatively a new highway compared to the old one. Well, when we look at some of the old maps, and again, some of this is, we haven't found the right map, but we've heard stories of the old Argyle Highway and how it went out Dorsey. Again, it's hard to find on maps, but we also know that there were several other roads that went out towards Argyle, not just the Old Spanish Trail.